let me ask you two. We read a lot about you two.
It's all good.
But I bet not all of it's accurate. I bet there's some things that don't get written correctly. Let me ask each one of you, what's the biggest misconception about what's going on in the Donald Trump White House?
Well, in regard to us two, I think the biggest misconception is everything that you're reading. We share an office suite together. We're basically together from 6:30 in the morning until about 11 o'clock at night.
I have a little thing called the war room. He has a fireplace with nice sofas.
And it's actually something that you all have helped build, which is when you bring together, and what this election showed, and what President Trump showed, and let's not kid ourselves. I mean, I can talk about data and ground game, and Steve can talk about big ideas, but the truth of the matter is, Donald Trump, President Trump, brought together the party and the conservative movement. And I've got to tell you, if the party and the conservative movement are together, similar to Steve and I, it can't be stopped. And President Trump was the one guy, he was the one person, and I can say it after overseeing 16 people kill each other. It was Donald Trump that was able to bring this party and this movement together. And Steve and I know that, and we live it every day. Our job is to get the agenda of President Trump through the door and on pen and paper.
But we've known it since August 15th, and I think if you look at, the opposition party and how they portrayed the campaign, how they portrayed the transition, and now they're portraying the administration, it's always wrong. I mean, on the very first day that Kellyanne and I started, we reached out to Reince, Sean Spicer, Katie. It's the same team that, every day was grinding away on the campaign, the same team that did the transition. And if you remember, the campaign was the most chaotic, by the media's description, most chaotic, most disorganized, most unprofessional, had no earthly idea what they were doing. And then you saw them all crying and weeping that night on the 8th and the reason it worked is President Trump. I mean, Trump had those ideas, had that energy, had that vision that could galvanize a team around him of disparate. Look, we're a coalition. A lot of people think, have strong beliefs about different things, but we understand that you can come together to win, and we understood that from August 15th, and we never had a doubt, and Donald Trump never had a doubt that he was going to win. And I think that is the power of this movement.
And on top of that, first of all, President Trump laid out his vision, was it 4 or 5 years ago here at CPAC?
That's right.
And it was that vision. It's nothing different. If you go back and watch the tape of President Trump 4 or 5 years ago, that was the Trump agenda. One of the things I used to say all the time, and Governor Walker and everyone gets sick of me saying it, but I think that President Trump found it, which was what this country, what all of us were starving for the whole time, because we're so sick of politics and politicians. In spite of the fact that we love being here, we actually hate politics. But what we were starving for was somebody real, somebody genuine, somebody that was actually who he said he was. And the media attacked us on the campaign. Remember, attacked me, oh, you can't spend the money on Trump, go give it to the Senate. Attacked us on the transition. President Trump put in the best cabinet in the history of cabinets, I think. Now, I feed ridiculous stories. And all we do every day, and all President Trump does every day, is hit his agenda every single day. Whether it's TPP, whether it's deregulation, whether it's Neil Gorsuch, whatever it is, his promise is coming through every day.